You just show them, like you have worked for 6 months, you have worked for 1 year. How will they know? Unless you portray yourself, you show that confidence on the screen, you give them that confidence that yes, this guy is what he says.
So, guys, as you might have seen the banner, so today's alumni, okay, today's Sharpener has it all, okay. He's got every mirch and masala which you would ever want, okay. He's got a good amount of gap. He's got uh, like he's got he also started coding just a year back. Okay, he did not start coding like from college. Okay, he's a civil engineer with almost no background to coding. Okay, and guys, one more thing which you didn't know, and I also didn't know before today, is that Abrar comes like he had cracked government. He was a government official before this. Okay, he had cracked the government exams, and he was a government official, and he quit that as well. Okay, uh, to get a job into the IT sector. Okay, and as you all know that he also cracked an offer above 10 LPA, like close to 13 LPA is what his current offer is. And guys, one more interesting thing which was there is that after the interview, okay, after he cracked Record Club, the interviewer told him, that Abrar, you're one of the most talented people whom I've met. We would love to have you in our team. Okay, that's what the interviewer told Abrar.
So
Okay.
I'm a 2018 graduate. I've done civil engineering. It's from a tier 3 college. Then I worked in a government sector for three and a half years. And later that I found out Sharpener is offering a great course. So then I started my journey there. So it's been a tough play. It's not so easy coming from civil engineering to coding, but it's not impossible. So I think it all boils down to one thing, like, are you satisfied with your job or not? So I think it doesn't matter like if you're looking for a secure career or what, but if you like what you're doing, even if you do a small thing, it should matter to you. If you don't love what you're doing, then there is no meaning in uh, doing that. So always, like, find something which you love, find something which you are best and in which you can give your best. So I believe in that, and I felt like I am lagging there in some places. I felt I couldn't give more, I can contribute more, and I can get a good career. So yeah, after long thinking, so I had to take this decision.
Fair enough. So, Abrar, tell us about your So, after college, what were you doing? Like 2018 when you passed out. So, guys,
Yeah.
2018 is when Abrar has passed out. I was telling him that I also passed out at the same time. Yeah. So, what were you doing after that? Like, what was your journey after 2018 from college?
So after 2018, as like many know, civil students, they don't have much opportunities like as they come out of the college. So I too tried in many places. I've joined a company in Bangalore as a site engineer. Then I went to a government sector, worked there for three and a half years. Really didn't like what I was doing. So yeah, I had to take a change from there.
Getting you, getting you. So, Abrar, so was it I think a lot of people who come to Sharpener, okay, a lot of engineers and a lot of I'll say like close to 30% of Sharpenerians are UPSC aspirants. That's way. Okay. What I see in most of them is that you guys are very dedicated. Like most of these UPSC aspirants, they are very dedicated folks. That's what I've seen. Like they put their all in. Okay, they go all in. Yeah, but I want to understand a little bit in depth as to in government job, what was your daily activity like, and like what were you not liking? As in, like, was it the stagnation or was it the growth or what was it?
So my main role was an engineer in there. I was given an area, so I had to handle all the construction activities, which take place by the government. But I think it's what you say, like it's a repeated job. You have to do it same day to day, and there is nothing much challenging, nothing much new to do. You don't get to explore your ideas. You don't get to think out of the box. So everything is like it's fixed for you. So you don't have to do pretty much anything. So I felt like I'm not that kind of guy. So yeah, I don't like I can think much better than this. So that's what intrigued me, like yeah, I can do better.
Actually, I can very much recall that. So there was this one student which I had. So she told me when she had when she also started working in the government. She was like the first day when she had gone there, she did a lot of work. Okay, and her superior told her, "Ki if you do this much work in your if you start doing this much work, then we'll all have to do this much work. Okay, so please slow down." And whatever you've done, you should do it in a period of 1 month because we don't have more
Yes,
work for you for a
I,
month now.
I relate to this because even I was given such a compliment like this. You don't belong here, Abrar. What are you doing here? Even many of my superiors said, uh, like, you don't belong here. Why are you here? Just take a step away, try something new. Yeah, I heard this too a lot when my starting days.
And
Yes.
so yeah, so Brad, now I think so. Tell us about this shift. Okay, like as in, how did you decide? Ki, okay, now it's time. Ki, like, let's try something else. Like, what was that transition? Like, how did that come about? Basically.
So it happened in 2022. So I was thinking like I should make a move now. It's like I've been 2 years, I've been stagnant now, like cooling down and everything. So I felt like I should make a move. Then I looked out for areas like which relate to me, where I can perform better and which relate to my thinking. So the one I found was IT, where you have you have to constantly upgrade, constantly learn. You have otherwise you won't survive. So I like that kind of environment. It's challenging, so that pushes me to keep up. So after a lot of research, I found IT is the one place, and I took a long time to decide because government is sector is not something which everyone will approve. You're leaving a government sector. Why are you leaving government sector? Everybody said this. I heard from every people, even everybody said this. Why you're leaving a government sector? You are not in your right senses and all. You are an idiot. Everybody said this, but I know like I'm not. I know what I'm capable of. So I believed in myself. Took some time to decide whether I should move on or not. Then I thank God, like I got my brothers who supported me a lot in this journey. They believed in me. They believe like I can do this. So I think that's the point where it started right there. So 1.5 year later, and I'm here. It took me some time. I found many wrong ways, illegal ways where you can go. I think everybody knows this. You can go through a wrong way with fake experience and all, but nothing interested me. I found a lot of ways. They said like, yes, we'll get you a job in a day, we'll get you a job in a month. Everybody said this. Go this way. Why are you wasting? Everybody is doing this. I felt like if everybody is doing this, then it is not the right way. It's not it is the simplest way. The hard way is where you go with where no one even dares to go. If you dare to go where no one is going, then that there's success for you. If you're going in everybody's path, then you're just a goat, you're just a sheep following everybody. Don't go in that way. Make a way for decide your own way, where you want to go. Don't listen to everybody else. Just if you're focused, if you know what you're doing, just follow that path. So I did that.
Awesome. I think that is super inspirational. Yeah, I've got goosebumps hearing that, Abrar. Yeah, that's really nice. Abrar, like you decided that you want to go to IT. So what all sectors were you looking at? As in like IT sector was one. What actually in the IT sector like intrigued you? As in like what was the main thing which interested you a lot? Like okay, this is the best sector, and why not other sectors like say your civil or something else? Like
so, I would say for the civil, I think my golden period. It's not like a golden period, but you have to start from the scratch. So I spent three years in my government job. So even if I start from there, so most of the companies wouldn't consider this as an experience. So I had to start from the bottom again, and there were not a lot of opportunities. It's not like I haven't, but I tried, but there were not a lot of opportunities. So then I thought like IT is, and I asked for my brothers for suggestions. So they said you can try this. This is one of you are good in computing and all, so you have that skills. you really find your way in. So this should be one. This should be one for you. Just have a try. Then I tried something. I really liked it. I started my journey in Java first. Before Sharpener, I started Java. Then I liked it. Yeah, I can do it. It's not so tough. People say don't go to Java. Don't go to Java. I tried Java first. I took 4 months. I cracked it. I learned Java. It was everybody was telling it's so difficult. Why you choose Java? Go for Python. Go for JavaScript. But no, I decided no. Hard way is the way. You have to go hard. Only then you can succeed.
So Abrar is like, whatever is the hardest, show it to me. I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, life should be with challenges. It shouldn't be like an easy one. It should be with challenges.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Abrar, over here, like, so I think you've been saying you started coding. Like, when did you exactly start coding, Abrar? Like, when was the time you started coding?
To be precise, it's last year January. I started coding before Sharpener. So I didn't know Sharpener then. So I started learning from YouTube, the famous Code with Harry. So I learned from him. So I used to spend a lot of time learning, and then I tried on my own. But then I got to know that there is a website, there is this famous place Sharpener, which will help you get placed, which will achieve dreams come true. I've seen some of the testimonials on YouTube. Then I did a lot of research, but compared to all other institutes, I felt Sharpener is the best, because I think I heard the reviews. They were like very awesome. The reviews were awesome. So I didn't took a second thought. I joined Sharpener, and I started the course.
So, Abrar, I think the main difference I'll tell you, which we've tried to build, okay, like as in whenever, so I think we're very close to a lot of founders, okay. We tell them, so most of the founders, if you look at like even Google for that matter, they say ki we don't hire from training institutes, or we don't hire from that, okay. And the major reason behind that is like coding in general. What I personally feel is coding in general cannot be taught, okay. Like, the student has to sit with the problem and he needs to struggle with the problem. Only then can he become a good problem solver in the end of the day. And
I agree.
Like, everyone wants good problem solvers at the end of the day, right? They don't want, okay, I want a Java coder or I want a C++ coder. Yes. They want someone whom if I give a problem, he's going to go and solve it. Yeah, and he's going to solve it in style. Okay, not like any solution, right? So I think that's where like Sharpener was able to differentiate itself, like the way we had a mixture of self-paced and live classes. We only help you where you're stuck, okay, and we try to address that. So I think that's helped us a lot in getting very bright students out of Sharpener. Like the student quality over here, I compare it with all the other institutes. Okay, like we keep comparing. Okay. And the student quality over here is marvelous, like amazing, I'll say.
Yes.
Like except a few students who end up cheating and coming. Apart from that, like whoever does it by themselves, they are like very smart. Okay.
Yes.
So I think that's the beauty about Sharpener, the Sharpener students actually. The Sharpenerians are amazing, I'll say. Like the Sharpenerians who graduate.
So yesterday I was talking to so I went to this event, Hacker Rank event, which was hosted yesterday. So I was talking to few of the HRs who basically hire from Sharpener, and they have also tried other schools, right? So one thing that they told us, like, I don't know how is it that your guys are now performing outstandingly well compared to the other folks, right? And now, like, they have given up on other institutes, but they're still hiring with us, right? So, and one thing that, like, as Yashbhaiya was mentioning, that we have tried to restrict people from directly going or watching the hints or getting the solution at that moment, right? So now what we have done is we have also, so Abrar, this was not there when you were here, right? So now we have actually prevented the hints, right? A person cannot unlock the hints until a certain duration, right? Like that certain duration is 2 to 3 hours. Right? So we want them to sit with the problem, right? At least for 2 to 3 hours. It's okay if you're not being able to solve it, right? But then sitting with the problem will help you understand a lot of stuff around it, right? And that plays a very, very important role. So that is what we are trying, right? Because to make you a good problem solver, because this journey of software development is more of problem solving, right? You'll get a lot of difficult problems, right? But then solving it will be fun, right? Interesting, and will also, it's not something which is very, very difficult, right? Just that you have to sit and understand what exactly the problem is. And then only you'll be able to find out the solution.
Yes.
And I think this was also this feature also was this feature of blocking the hints and all was also suggested by a Sharpenerian. Okay, so Sharpenerians are making our lives easier, I'll say.
Even I would suggest that, many of the people, Sharpener students I've spoken with, they ask me, Bhaiya, give me the GitHub link. I am stuck here. Give me the GitHub link. I am stuck here. I'll say simply to everybody, don't copy from GitHub. You can copy this project, but you can't copy what he has done. If you want to achieve what he has done, you have to go through that journey. It's a journey. You have to become a software developer. It's a journey you have to go through. You have to, there will be times like I said to Yesha today morning, like I was stuck in a problem for 3 days and I tried to take help from others, but I didn't watch hints. I was stuck in a problem for 3 days and I didn't know what to do, but when I took it from a different perspective, I saw it from a different perspective, then it was like solved. So it's how we look at a problem. Just take some time, relax, and solve it again. It should be working. Don't copy from GitHub. It's my suggestion to everybody. Don't copy from GitHub. That's not gonna give you anything. Many people copy it. Even when somebody asks me to help on the code, I come on the Google Meet. The moment I go and I see that there is a code which is not related to them. It is for the future tasks. So I see that, I tell them, don't copy, bro. This will give you nothing. You'll be remaining in you'll be stuck here. You don't copy it. So it's a sincere suggestion. Don't copy from the GitHub.
You're like, and also I'll say right now, like I saw someone's LinkedIn post, okay, and it kind of like was very relatable, okay. Right now during this all this recession and all this phase going on, right now cracking a 5 LPA job has become more difficult than what it was before. Like 10 LPA job. Cracking a 10 LPA job was easier than basically cracking a 10 LPA job was easier before. Okay, right now it's become very difficult. Okay, right now you need quality. Okay, you need to have that. You need to have that extra thing in your caliber, because you're competing right now with a lot of people who've been laid off from Amazon, Facebook, and all.
Yes.
Okay, and they are available at that price range. Okay. So you need to have that extra thing in you. Only then can any founder be because it's always about competition. Like the founder tells me, if I'm going to pay this much, what will I get? Okay. The HR also say that. Okay. So in the end, it all boils down to like if I'm paying this much, what will I get? Okay. And if they can get something better, they'll obviously take that. So you have to become an amazing problem solver. And I think if you do all the problems by yourself in Sharpener, I'm pretty sure in the end of the course you'll become one. Okay.
Yes.
So definitely try to solve each and every problem by yourself. Don't cheat, guys. Yeah, cheating would not lead you anywhere. Yeah. Okay. I think next question, Abrar, for you is a lot of students ask me, okay, ki bhaiya, I have so much of gap. I have 1 year of gap. There are students who tell me ki, bhaiya, I'm a 2022 pass out. Okay, 1 year ka gap hai. What will I do? Okay, will I get a job? So Abrar, you had 5 years of career gap. Okay.
Yes.
So what were you thinking? Didn't that scare you?
Really, it scared me. I should be honest. It really scared me. It's a 5-year career gap. I think I asked you and yes sir twice. So should I mention this career gap? Because the government heading, there is a thinking in people like government, employees are slow, they are not up to the mark. So I was thinking twice, should I mention it or should I not mention it? But to my benefit, I thought I can leverage it actually, because the people who are working, they have this thing called work maturity. So I found it out later when I was in the interview section. So I think the people who are hiring, they actually look for somebody if they are good enough. So if not only you mention that you are past experiences, but if you can tell them, if you can tell the interviewer that you have these and these skills from your past job, so that's actually a benefit. So it's not only negative, but it's also a big plus point. But if you should convey it to them in a proper way, so that becomes a plus point. It's not a negative, but you should convey it in a proper way that you have these and these skills from the past few years. So that will keep you away, that will segregate you from others. So if there are a few students who are 2022 passed out and you're having a 5 year of career gap, you tell them, I've been in a team, I know how to meet deadlines, I've been a constant worker on all these things. If you can say this with confidence, they're gonna hire you, because they don't want you. They are getting a benefit, right? They're getting a programmer, and he knows how to work in an environment, how to work in a challenging environment. He's been there, he knows how to do all these things. So it's like a benefit for them. You are like a fresher with a good the big plus point. So that's never a drawback.
Yeah, I think using like it's all about how you portray yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's all about how you portray yourself. So there are times when a lot of so there was a time in Sharpener, okay, when a lot of students who were good tech wise, okay, they used to get rejected in HR round. Okay, and the trick was the HR used to play a very simple trick. Okay,
Yes.
What will you rate yourself out of 5 in JavaScript? Okay, these or HTML, CSS. Okay, and there were few very humble students. They used to say 2 or 3 out of 5, but they were good. Okay, and I told, so that is when I realized that these HRs, I told the students, why are you making their lives easier? Let them interview you. Then they'll come to know, are you a 4 out of 5 or are you a 3 out of 5? Okay. So you always think you're a 4.5 out of 5. Be confident, take the interview, and I'm pretty sure you'll crack it. Okay. Because you don't know what is 5. Okay. 5 for 5 out of 5 for an experienced folk would be different. For a fresher, it would be very different. Okay. But you don't make the lives of the HR easy. Okay. You portray yourself to be the best person possible. So I think it's all about how you portray yourself.
Yes.
In the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah. You portray yourself. You just show them, like, you have worked for 6 months, you have worked for 1 year. How will they know? Unless you portray yourself, you show that confidence on the screen. You give them that confidence that yes, this guy is what he says. So yeah, if you're a good programmer and all, but you should be with confidence. So confidence is all that matters. If you say it with a good confidence, then it's done, bro. You have cracked the job. Confidence is everything. They don't want anybody to with less confidence to who are struggling with speaking. Nobody will prefer that. But if you are with confidence, it's okay. Maybe for the first interview you might not get that confidence. For second you might not get, even for third or fourth, but you will get it. There is a point where you will reach saturation, that you are ready to face anything. Just come to that point. Just be confident. Just crack it. Just be confident. That's it.
That's very true. Yeah, like confidence is the key over here. Yeah.
Yes.
If someone's investing their money on you, they want the confidence at least. Ki, ho jayega. They want someone to tell you, I'll do the thing for you. Don't worry. I've got your back.
Yeah.
So Abrar, I want to understand this. Okay. Basically, how did you plan your day? As in, how were you planning your day? How many hours were you working on Sharpener, and how were you planning your day?
Okay, so I'll break this down. So while I was working, I was doing the DSA hardly 2 hours a day, maybe sometimes 2 hours in a week. So I was not able to plan. So I said, it's going to, I'm stretching it too long. So in Jan 2022, I decided I'll take a small break from the job, maybe a couple of months, and I'll start this journey. So my everyday timeline used to be, I used to wake up at 7. I used to start at 8:39. And I used to stretch it till 9 o'clock in the evening. So for the 2 months, this was my timeline. No, I didn't take any breaks, just for here and there. But most of the time, I used to spend 10-12 hours a day for the 2 months, because I had to clear it, because I wouldn't get a good opportunity like this for a break from the job. So for that 2 months, I used to do I used to stretch out mostly, maybe 10 hours a day almost. Yeah, because my situation was like that.
So, Abrar, when you were doing such long hours, okay, was there any realization that this hour is very effective and this hour is not that effective? I'll tell you my personal thing. As in, I feel before I have my first meal, okay, so I have my first brunch at around 11ish, 12ish. Before that, I'm a very good coder. My brain starts working. Brain works a lot well. Once I have my lunch. Or my brunch, Like after that, like it kind of slows down a little bit, and then after that, again after 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, it again picks up efficiency again. So
Yes.
what was it like for you?
Exactly same. I was very productive in the mornings before my first meal. It was like I was like super active, super active. But after breakfast, I tend to slow down. Like it's okay, I'll take a half an hour break. It's okay, I'll relax down a bit. But then after half an hour, I'll used to pick up and then I used to start again. But it's true. The as they say, mornings are the most productive. The nights aren't. So if you are a morning guy, wake up in the morning. Maybe that's the productive session of the entire day. Before the first meal is the, I think it's the best session. If you stretch it out, the most productive the ideas, the most innovative ideas, the most creative, and you will solve even the complex problems because you have nothing to care. The day hasn't started. You have no pressure on your brain. So it's like empty brain. You'll be concentrating a lot. So yeah, even for me, the mornings are the best.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, like I think you are a morning person. I'll say, like even I'm a morning person, but there are a lot of developers in Sharpener, like who kind of code late at night. Okay, so these guys are awake up till like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at night, uh, and they say ki, like I think two kinds of variations are there. Like morning, I think is the best for morning folks. And the people who don't like to wake up early in the morning, they tend to get a lot of focus at night.
Yes.
So I think that's what we've seen across. Like we've seen like a lot of I'll say sharpness servers are the busiest in the morning, like around 7 to 11 types. Okay, and at night after 9 o'clock, 9 to 3 o'clock, we'll see sharpness working on the dashboard a lot.
Yeah, even I
Yeah.
see texts or maybe on 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. I see people asking for doubt. Yeah, everybody's like, most people don't sleep probably. They ask doubts at 2 a.m. and all. And the best part is they get a reply at 2 a.m. If somebody asks a doubt, they get a reply at 2 a.m. So it's like that's an awesome thing. Like
Really, yeah, that's amazing. So, Abrar, now I'll say I think this is one of the favorite questions which all the Sharpeners would want to know is how much time did it take for you to complete the course?
yeah, as I said, like my DSA was like I took a long time, maybe 6 months of time. Due to my job, I couldn't spare much time. But the web development to placements, I took 2 months. The web development and the backend, I took 2 months exactly, and another 1 month to get placed. That's it. 2 months of course. So yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, guys. So people who are in web development, don't take it wrong. Like Abrar was putting 10 hours. That's why 2 months. So you don't start pushing yourself and start judging yourself. Okay, I'm not finished JavaScript. It's 2 months already. What am I doing in my life? Yeah, people will take like what I suggest is like build your fundamentals well. It will definitely reward you in the long term. Okay, take your time definitely. But yeah, obviously put your goals. Like I want to finish this by this much time and do it properly. Okay, do it the right way. Yeah,
That's important. Like, everybody has their own pace of learning. If somebody is a slow, somebody is a fast learner. But ultimately, you have to think like your destiny is one. You want to get placed. You want to get a good job. Start a career. So focus on that. If somebody is like moving forward, somebody is very fast and you are slow. So don't like feel down. Don't let your morale down you that he's doing, I'm not getting, or your friends might be they get placed and all. So don't demotivate yourself that you are a slow, that you're not fit for this. If you're hardworking, you're a fit for every place. If you're hardworking, if you know what you're doing, just stick on for some time. You'll crack it. Don't get demotivated in this journey. It's very important to stay motivated. That's the key part.
very true. So, Abrar, now I think so. Like the next question which I have for you is, what was your journey like with Sharpener? Any favorite moments which you remember, Abrar? Like this is
Yeah,
a cliche question which we ask all the time.
yes. I'd like to tell, where I said, like, he got to, he attended a program recently and they said, like, Sharpenerians are the best. So, the thing, the journey where you discover yourself, like, are you fit for this job? basically you are searching for, like you are doing this course for a job, but where you discover yourself, like do you have that potential? I think I discovered it, like I said recently, like I was stuck in a problem for like 3 days. So it's not a good thing to get stuck in a problem, but I would say like that was the best moment, because I would say like my perspective regarding the problem solving changed from there entirely. Because I'll tell you, it was a very very simple problem, and I was stuck there for 3 days. 3 whole days I was stuck in that problem. I was not able to move. I was asking everybody. Then nobody. I think I didn't get any help. Then I took a step back. I saw it from a different perspective. It was solved. It was like a very simple one-liner answer. I was not able to do it. So the key is you have to discover yourself. And that was the best moment for me. That when you start looking at things in a different perspective. So that's where your journey starts. If you're stuck in a problem, that's not an issue. Just look it from a different perspective. Change your way of looking, and you can do it. I think that's my best moment. Not good, but still, that was
Amazing.
the best
Yeah, yeah.
moment.
I think that realization definitely
That
like
realization is very important. Like,
true.
yes,
Yeah, I think that gives you the confidence also. Like yeah,
the
you can like
immense
solve.
confidence you get it. Like I solved it. Like my 3 days, like I couldn't solve 3 days ago. I couldn't solve it. Now I'm solving it. So it gives you an immense confidence. You feel like you're on top of the world. You can crack any other like problem or any other error, any other bug. You can solve it. So I think that's the
Awesome.
best part. You discover yourself. Like, are you made for
Awesome.
this? Just question yourself. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, Abra, now I think let's talk about your interview phase. Okay. I think one of the favorite questions of all the Sharpenerians as well. This one. What was the interview phase like, Abra? Like once you finished the course?
The interview phase, I would say, it was really awesome. Like a sharpener, I gave my final mock. I was in the interview section. Like there was like many companies. There were like everybody was hiring and all. But I would say like there used to be there will be some competition, because people will be there are some folks like who are better than you. So I think in the one of your interview sessions, you say like how to handle it and all. So even I thought like, yes, it's a the interview process is also a very good thing. You have to focus on some other skills. So I think the sharpeners interview process, it's like it's really great. You get in contact with everybody. You get to know your peers. How are they performing? How was their interview? So this session, it helps you, because you have that nervousness before giving an interview. How was it and how they asked. So that was a really good thing, where you connect the peers in one group, and you let them have a chat. How are you? What are you preparing? I might be lagging in something. I might be thinking, okay, companies don't ask this, but somebody will say, no bro, they ask this, you have to be sure in this. Somebody will say, bro, is web development okay? Should I focus on DSA? Somebody will say, no bro, focus DSA also. So you get this perspective. You change, everything changes when you enter the placements. So that was really a great thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, like I think interview phase is like very
Really
different
awesome.
from.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Really awesome. You'll get to know like where you are lagging. It get to know where you should focus on, because
True.
somebody might have given interviews earlier. They will share your experience, how their interview was. So you will get to learn something before your first interview. So I think that's good.
So, Abra, like a lot of Sharpenerians right now are preparing. I think most of the folks who've joined, I think they're in the preparation phase. So, any piece of advice which you want to give them, ki, like, okay, this is how you should go about doing things. Like, this is how you should do things. Like, and this is how you should not do things. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So one suggestion for everybody who is in placements and who is in backend as well, guys, you start practicing DSA. Maybe one problem a day. Start practicing DSA. Don't start. You might think I'll start in the placements. Don't, bro. If you want to crack a good job, which is above 8 or so, they will ask DSA. They will start DSA. They will only ask DSA. DSA is the key. They might not. They might miss backend. They might not ask you about SQL and all, but DSA they will ask you. They will ask you. That's for sure. If you want a high paid job, DSA is the key. It's not only about the DSA. You have to get the problem solving skill. The more you practice, the more you have the problem solving skills. the more you can crack it. So DSA is the key. So there is not a specific pattern. Somebody asked, bro, you faced strings, arrays, recursion and all. Bro, it's not about a singular topic. It's about the way you solve. I'd like to share one small thing. In my second round of interview, I did a big mistake. I could have optimized it in a better way. It's a very small thing. I could have done it better, but I got selected in that round because they liked my approach. So the way I was approaching to the, I was solving the problem, they liked it. My code was like it was not correct. It was not optimized, but they had me because my approach was good. Many people ask, bro, how many problems should you solve? Is 3 enough or 4 enough? Bro, it's not about the number of problems you solve. It's the approach you carry with, the approach you want. Because people, they know that, if you code for one time, it's not like you are good. But the approach you have, it's very important. So have some good approach, maybe improve your algorithms, how you can use. That should be very important as well.
Abrar, one cliche question I'll have, okay, is what did you do after cracking the first offer? Like, who was the first person you called and how did you celebrate it?
Actually, I was out with my brother. So I just had my HR round. So I told my brother, yeah, I might get an offer. I have said like this much of package. So they said they'll call. He showed me like, did you get any mail for the interview? Something like this. So I was outside depressed, like I might get or might not get. So my brother opened the phone and he said, "Bhai, tere ko to package aa gaya yaar." So I was like, what? They didn't discuss anything. So they rolled out the package immediately. And I was like, yeah, okay, I got a package. Like I was shocked literally. So he opened it for me. Like I was on the road. I couldn't, I was really I couldn't express that moment. So it's been like when you wait for some news for months together and you get to hear it, and it's really awesome. So it's really out of it's very awesome. When you get to hear the news that you are selected, and it was like a very big moment in my life. Yeah, and my brother was there with me, and I was really happy with that. I rushed to home. My mom, I didn't say anything. I said, I know I shared this job with my family. Everybody was happy, because it's a great change, like considering my background. Everybody was nervous, like, kya karega tu? What will you do with your life? You're leaving some like good opportunity. What will you do? Then I said to my family, like, yes, I have done something. So this is, I cracked the job, and that too I didn't expect that much, but I cracked it, and yeah, it was really a great moment for me.
Awesome, man. That's amazing. Yeah, that's the best time. Like, yeah, I think like that's so. Basically, you've been working so hard from so many months, and then finally the outcome. Yeah, that's the best thing, right? Yeah, definitely. So, Abrar, last question I'll say. Like basically, what is your current company's atmosphere like? Like, how can you tell us like what is the like IT work life like?
Okay, so I would say the current company which I am working is Fikar Club. It's in Gurgaon. I think it's cool. The company is so cool, bro. You'll love here. Everybody will love here who will come here. So you will forget the time. I've been experiencing it. So you will forget the time. You will not think about like, okay, it's 9 to 5 job or 10 to 6 job. Nobody cares about here. The company is so cool. The founders, I had the chance to interact with them. They are so cool. The company atmosphere is really awesome. The team is really awesome, and everybody is like so much supportive and all. I really loved here. I just love here. Fikar Club, I would say, if anybody wants to, if there is an opportunity, I'll say, bro, go and crack it. It's a really great atmosphere. It's a really awesome company.
So, like, Abrar, like, what is so different? As in, like, what makes you feel so? Like, it's just been a few days, I think. So, like, it's been a little more than a month.
Yes.
What is that difference? As in, like, is it the work or is it the culture, or what is it like?
The first thing I'd say, the culture. So it was my first day. So I was there was a new joinee with me. So we didn't know basically that there are some timings and all. So we just sat down there till 7 and we went to ask like, can we leave? So the CTO said, bro, there are no such things here. You come as you wish, you go as you wish. This is Wrecker. This is Wrecker for you. There are no timings here and all. You come, you go, and you whenever you want, you leave. Nobody, no questions asked, none answered. You leave when you want. Just like enjoy the club here first. So that's the thing. Like Wrecker is very great. So that that impacts the employees as well, because you have no pressure. Like you have to come in the morning, or you all focus on on the work itself. So it doesn't matter where you are, you have to focus on the work. And I think that's a great culture here. Even not me, like all the team I have seen here, so they are really awesome. That's the thing, they are really awesome. The kind of motivation you get from the seniors, the kind of like experiences you have. I think it's been like maybe 2-3 weeks, but I would say like I really like the.
Awesome. I think like one fun fact for all of you guys is that like Wrecker, a lot of like the founding team is from Sharpener itself. Like a lot of members are from Sharpener in Wrecker.
The first employee which Sharpener had is the Wrecker had is from Sharpener itself. Yes, I got to know that. He come after coming.
Yeah, the first and the second, I'll say, like two of them joined together, right?
Yes,
like,
yes. Sure.
We went to this, so there's an office in Bangalore also, which is not a tech team. They don't have a tech team here in Bangalore. So they invited us for an event. So there was some fundraising event which they invited us for, right? And so over there, like, so we spoke to the founders and they were delighted to have us. Like, they told us, like, they were actually eager to understand like what we are putting into the software aspect of these people. Like these people are so good because they have tried hiring from IITs, NITs, but and a lot of other places. But then they don't feel that they're like that the quality over there is matching the quality what we are providing, right? Like so now almost 15 to 20% of the development team of Wrecker is basically from Sharpener.
I think Wrecker's team has increased. Today I came to know it's become 40. So yeah. So but yeah, I think in the fresher pool, like it's Sharpener primarily, like maybe 20-30%. Yeah, but I think they have a lot of senior folks who's also there,